Dave from Team Caffeine, one of the artists. This week I've been working mainly on finishing off the animations for one of the playable characters, Grando. What I've learned is from one of the animation mentors, Gilly, was to really push the animation and make it really extreme, because the characters are going to be pretty small on screen, so we want people to be able to read the animation pretty well. So this is one of the animations I was working on. It's we don't just here for reference, and this is Grando's brain transplant. So what he does is he actually tilts his head back, and the head opens within the brain, and then his brain jumps out of his head and lands on top of the wheel, where the player will then control the wheel. That's one of the animations. We've got another 14 individual animations for each character, and then we've got 2 animations where they both combine with each other. We've not finished them yet. That's what I've been doing this week. So, I'm also working on the level now. Put the animations out the way. The next step is to start working on getting assets for the level in, model them, texture them, with the collision mesh that we have within the level. So this is the after you come out of the first section, which is Toothy that he was working on. It's going to fall out here. And this is one of the mincing machines, and the conveyor belt. We've actually made the conveyor belt in sections so that it can be duplicated, and you can have as many of them in the level as you want and extend it to the length of the conveyor belt. So I've just been working on in Photoshop on texturing those sections. Trying to keep as many objects together as we can. That's about it.
Hi, I'm Stucky. I'm the lead programmer type person for Team Caffeine, and this week I've been learning how to debug things. As most of our engine was designed to be scriptable and everything, and our game scripts are in Lua, and the way that I wrote the engine is a bit backwards to how you would normally use Lua. So having a debugger, a normal debugger, doesn't quite work. The real-time worlds guys were in yesterday, and they basically sat looking through assembly code to figure out what was wrong, which was interesting. But he did give us some debugger links to have a look at, and we've managed to get one working called Decoder, which sort of links into the DLL system and grabs whatever error gets spat out, and we can actually use that to grab what's going on, which is nice. Because the 2 main bugs that we had were actually my doing, and we were messing around with lists and we buggered them up quite badly. Other things, since the next thing we're going to be moving on to is graphics and making them all pretty and everything, and the first thing we'll be doing is working on lights, and I was under the impression that making lighting shaders were actually quite difficult, but what we have is in the graphics engine we have came with a shader for doing spotlights, which is apparently the hardest light to do. To go from a spotlight to a point light, you remove the field of view. To go from point light to a directional light, you remove the radius time. So that was easier than I thought. Yeah, we do. It does mean we have a nice little level to show you. Pretty. It's running a bit slow because our artist in our Infinite Wisdom decided to not unwrap it, and it's got a 1024 by 1024 texture map to every single thing on screen. But as you can see with the shadows, they are very nice. Go up and everything. Our graphics engine does it automatically for us. We don't need to do anything else ever to make sure that our shader lights behave themselves and are written properly. All the lights are all dynamic, as you can see the teeth coming down and the shadow for teeth moving with it and getting darker as it goes closer to the ground, like shadows actually should do. And that's lighting. Other things I have been working on is that because we're running multiple systems, we intend to get it to run multiple systems. This is Windows, this is it running on Linux on my laptop, and this is it running on MacBook, except it's a bit broken. I don't know if you can see how badly it's mangled the night model. But basically it's having problems with the shaders. It can't quite find all the bits that it needs to, so that might be my fault when copying your files over. I've kind of accidentally locked them up, or it could be that the graphics drivers are a bit older, so we don't quite handle everything as Horde required at OpenGL 2.0, I think, or 2.1, the two of them, and the drivers in this are a bit older than it should be, so it's not playing nicely. Hopefully we can get it fixed.
Hi, it's Lachlan again. This week I've been working on the AI system and finishing off the gameplay scripting. So as we now have full gameplay, the characters can do everything that they're meant to do, which includes picking up the runway dunks, causing them to the other players' reactions, exploding off road, doing combined reactions, and also the ability to take over a wee dunk and then control it. For the AI on the wee dunks, it's quite simple because they're meant to be brain dead creatures. Pretty much that they will walk to a workstation, start working. There's no workstations around them, they will just wander around aimlessly until a workstation becomes free, or they get bored and start dancing. That's the AI.
Hi, my name's Jonathan. I'm the team lead on Team Caffeine. So what we've been doing this week, we have been getting the game look really pretty, and we've got near final level design and the collision meshes. It's just the very end of the last level. It's not completely final, but it will be very shortly. And so I've kind of moved off of that and onto the music and the sound effects for the game. So yesterday I was working with a musician and our audio mentor, and what I kind of learned from that process was that if you can, 2 or 3 of you can kind of collaborate, if you can work well together, you'll get something much better than any one of you would have made by themselves. And really happy with the intro music and the 2C tunnel music. I've got a sound effect here. Maybe you'll be able to hear it. So yeah, maybe not. We'll see. But that's pretty much how it's been going.
Hi, I'm Neil. I'm one of the artists from Team Caffeine. This week I've been working on 3 things mainly. I've been finishing off the character animation, starting the level art meshes, and doing a little bit of shader work. So this is the start of the level mesh we've been doing. At the moment I've just finished unwrapping it, and I'm just starting to texture it. Just baking in some ambient occlusion and starting the texture colours of the individual pieces. This is one of the characters I've been animating this week, and this is his box art. Kind of squishy material that he's made of. This is for when they're working on the production line, like hammering away at mulch. So the third thing I've been working on this week is a shader for the player characters, and just testing out to see what effects we can get. So I made a shader that does a rim light, just using one light, but use the shader to do a rim light, so you always see rim light no matter which way the player is facing. So you see there's one spotlight in the scene. But the rim light is always around the direction facing.